I am Bertin, and after my primary school, I never liked school. I was constantly failing. I was changing from one school to another every year, and I did some of the wrong things which I could at that age. I was sometimes a comedian at school, and other times I would steal exams, and other times I would use my school fees, skipping classes. And suddenly, after changing 3 schools in 2 years of secondary school, there was this new school which was starting in Goma, which was actually labeled as the school of genius, and the streets were way harder there. But my parents, who never gave up on me, wanted me to be there, and I got a place also inside. So my father, who wanted me I could become a doctor, wanted me to do petrochemistry. And the first day of school, I noticed that in petrochemistry there are a lot of students. I decided to go for a class which didn't have a lot of students, which was electronics engineering, and that's how I became an electrician. Electronics was fun, but even in that class I never did well because I had one excuse: this school is for genius people who I am not. So if I fail, it's okay. And then I remember one scenario happened someday. I have one of these teachers who, even up to today, I really love him so much. His name is Dieudonné. He was like that guy who I could talk to every time. And there was a day he made me stand up in front of the whole class and told me, "Bertin, you are a good boy, I like you, but if you don't study, you will fail in this class." And me seeing the teacher as a guy who was cool with me hurts me so much that I was like, I had a debt to prove him that I could actually do better. I had to move the place and come in on the front row, trying to study every day. And for the very first time since I started high school, I got 70%, which I never got before. I was always between 55 and 50. Always, that was my range. Being in this school is one of the best things which actually ever happened in my life. It opened my mind to understand that actually there is no that person who is called genius. And it's literally taught me one of the best skills which I ever got in my life is the skill of understanding if another human being did it, then it means I can do it and better. And that thing seems like a very stupid thing because I remember like at that age, that's the time when I started getting interested much more in filmmaking. I remember it started actually making sense in my mind why most of African movies or movies which are being done in Goma were not that good, because they always had that mentality of, oh, others are doing it better because they have bigger cameras, they have whatever and blah blah blah. I never had that anymore in my mind that I started working on whatever I have in my hands, I can actually do it good. But like being implicated much more in filmmaking actually made me fail later, that I could be skipping classes to go and shoot movies, to go and shoot on weddings or whatever it might be. I think that was the thing which I loved the most, so it was okay for me to do that. But even up to now, one of the things which I learned so much from being in a school which was labeled the school of genius, and for me being a person who was always failing before, that there is no that genius, but we make ourselves being like that by how we work. And if you don't believe in what I'm saying, give yourself a challenge of trying to work as hard as those people who you think are genius, and watch yourself in time how you're going to grow. Thanks so much for being here. Catch you next time.